Great day overall for the Snyder Cut and Snyder Cut family. We're live right now. You guys can check it out. So we got teaser after teaser. We got soundtracks. I mean, yesterday we got a teaser with Batman. Today we got two teasers with Superman. And we got Junkie XL soundtrack. Um, I mean, how much better can it be? Tomorrow's probably some other treat. The more I see the Snyder Cut, is the more epic it looks. That was pretty cool. Was hearing "Get Down" in the Superman teaser. That comes straight from BVS. In fact, it literally is ripped from the Superman soldier when he's commanding Batman's Bat Squad or the rebels to get down. This is after Batman is fooled into thinking he has gotten kryptonite, and the deception is just it's just been pulled. Oh man, such continuity, man. It's direct continuity. You know, I used to argue that Justice League, the theatrical cut, had continuity. Nothing compared to what the Snyder Cut has. 4 hours of it, and it's gonna be developed really nicely. You know, Junkie XL was talking about that. And so much to catch up on. I've been on my other channel talking boxing. Oh, let me take off these headphones. And now I'm on here with, of course, release the Snyder Cut jersey, and can't wait for the Snyder Cut. I have to make arrangements to make sure I can get subscription service and uh, get the uh, get the Snyder Cut. I may have to look at it on my phone, or if I can get a television screen, I can project it onto the television screen and watch it there. The best resolution I could possibly get it would be great. Um, right now, my phone can do um, basically 1080p, which is not bad. It's not bad. It actually looked really good, and I wasn't always getting 1080p. That's the thing. Now I seem to. I don't know if the phone upgraded or what, but I can see 1080p now. Once upon a time, I could see on my phone 14,000p and 2500p. That was a different phone. But yeah, let's chop it up, man. Let's chop it up. You guys, you guys know I stream. I just stream out of the clear blue sky. And if you guys want to hop on, chop it up with me for a couple minutes, no problem. But the events of today were really great. Um, I'm excited. You know, I had a dream. I'm not trying to be like Batman right now. I'm literally, I had a dream, and I wanted to share with you guys as we're talking about the Snyder Cut. And absolutely, it's absolutely essential that we get Justice League 2 and 3. It's absolutely essential. Oh, by the way, oh man, there's so much to talk about. We heard Darkseid's voice in the Batman trailer, the Batman teaser. You know, I would come and reclaim my prize. Oh, shucks. And then we heard Steppenwolf's voice in the other trailer, the Superman trailer, right? And then we had another Superman teaser. It's really quick, about, I don't know, 10, 16 seconds probably. It could be Superman that. Superman fighting Steppenwolf and just a number of other things. It was really cool. I mean, this thing is like light years better, right? Light years better than anything. And you know what else? I was looking at the the Mother Box Origins trailer, and of course the Mother Boxes, as you can see, they were activated, right? All the Mother Boxes were activated, and I was wondering what's the connection between these Mother Boxes and that design with the different Justice League members? Is it that the Mother Boxes had information on these different Justice League members and their history? Is that what it's saying? I don't know. It was really cool, and it's particularly looking at Wonder Woman's history with um, her breaking the chains with the Crimean War, so the helmets and stuff, gas masks. Um, with Cyborg, seeing the car parts, the tire, the accident, the football scholarship, how he's activating these in different parts, and all of the Justice League members seem to be tied down to the mother boxes, sort of like in chains or something. They're always bound by something. With Aquaman, he was bound with the octopus. The octopus was binding him down. With Wonder Woman, there were some chains. She would broke the chains, but there was some chains trying to bind her. With Batman, he was bound to like a pole or something. You look at the Flash, and he was bound by lightning bolt or something. I don't know. Cyborg was in parts, and he was like bound onto these lines or something. And I just thought that was very interesting, And the song's like time to love. I'm like, what? It's just really interesting when you go through the different details of stuff. And of course, with the Flash, you see Nora Allen, or Tombstone, right? Begins with that. With Aquaman, we see his beer, and then we see the place where he lived on the cliffs by the sea. Um, you see the Atlantean, like, underwater stuff with the fish, like a temple or something. I guess that's where he went in to get the, the, the quadruplet, or not trip. It's not a tripod. It's not a trident. It's a quadrant, whatever, quintendant, whatever. Um, and it's just very interesting because it's like telling sort of like a story as we look at it. And just so much information over the last couple of days. And I've been, of course, spreading these Justice League teasers and trailers. And of course, I have a group, Justice League Unite, on Facebook. If you guys want to check it out, join the group. And I've been posting up a lot of Snyder Cut things in there, as well as in a Batman v Superman group that we have, Batman v Superman lovers, Man of Steel lovers, real DCEU fans and stuff like that. But we've just been keeping it bubbling. We're trying to spread to as many people as possible. A lot of people seem very excited that I have contacted, mostly on Facebook. They seem to be very excited for this movie that's upcoming. The thing about it is, we need to make sure everybody has a subscription. Everybody can purchase it. That's the key thing here, particularly because I know HBO Max is going to do well, but we really want it to be something epic, something memorable, something, for people to talk about for a long time. I was listening to Tyra Magnus again. He's pretty excited about the movie, and he's just worried about it being 4 hours. I don't know why people are worried about it being 4 hours. For me, I'm on social media for way longer than 4 hours. So I'm just sitting down there making videos and stuff, and it takes 4 hours. So I'm like, dude, are you kidding me? Dude, that's not a problem. It's just that, you know, I think that it's gonna just be a little bit more just it'll take a little longer time to do things. So, sometimes you're on social media. Like if you want to watch the movie, there's no abridged version for it. It's like 4 hours. So like for me, it would be like if I take it a weekend and I binge watch it. So I'd like watch, Man of Steel first, because some people are going to do it countdown to the day, because I think it's coming out not next week, but the week after. I think the Wednesday, right? It's coming out somewhere there because March 18th, I think, is only it's less than 2 weeks away, almost. Well, how many days away? It's like 12 days away now. It's really crazy. So, I mean, all you have to do is you can watch BVS Man of Steel one afternoon. Man of Steel is just great. I'm hooked on Man of Steel. Then you watch BVS another afternoon. I have it in Google Play. And then but I want to get the best resolution of BVS, by the way. I heard there's an ultimate cut. I just got to get better cuts of these movies. And then you get the gigantic one. And you decide to watch that. Um, You watch it all the way through to its end, maybe on a Sunday or a Saturday or a weekend or Friday night. You start at 4, you finish at 8, or you start at whenever you come in, like maybe whatever 8 and you go to 12, whatever. But I really want to stream me watching this. I don't know how I'm going to do that because if it's coming from my phone and I have to be on television, I don't know if I could stream and still watch it on television because I'll probably be watching it on a big screen. If I could get a projector, I would project it up on my wall here and just turn off all the lights and just really blast it through the system. But I don't know. I don't know. I also want to have some other people with me, fellow brothers and sisters, Damian and Vincent, and just a whole crew of people here would be nice. That would be, see it with people would be really great. I mean, I don't mind seeing it by myself. Whatever. I just want to see it. So whatever circumstances happen, I just want to make sure I can see it. And if I can't stream, because I want to stream me watching it, but what I do, I'll cut the audio of it so that you don't hear the movie or anything. So I don't infringe copyright, none of that stuff. But you can see my reaction in real time, like the smiles and stuff, and I could interface with you guys by probably unmuting or maybe having headphones on or something. I don't know. But definitely going to see this movie and probably see it multiple times. Of course, I would hope that somehow in my country we could get to see it on IMAX, but you have to get numbers up for my country. You got to get a lot of people, and I see some people who are fellow countrymen, but I got to get more. We got to get a hell of a lot more to be able to see this movie. I don't know, man. We'll see how it goes. But hopefully, if it really becomes a big hit on HBO Max, people kind of know about it, and people are like, "Whoa, shit, we got to go see this." And people started going really hooking up on HBO Max from all over the world, and even subscribe to HBO Max. Then it could just so happen that, depending on the reactions to the movie, not necessarily critically, but otherwise, people talking word of mouth stuff like that, that'll catch on, and then it could be a big, massive, streaming hit. We'll see. I don't know what'll happen. I'm just so happy that we're getting to see it, and I definitely want to see more movies like it. And it's so epic, grand, big. I know it's going to be also funny and humorous. I know there's humor in it. So I can't wait to see it because I know Zack Snyder. They actually have some humor in this movie. I know that for a fact because I remember what Zack Snyder said in one of the conferences when they were having a conference about the Flash and Cyborg and even how the Flash, even in BVS when the Flash said, "Am I too soon? Ah, I'm too soon." Humor, if you haven't realized. So it's I know there's going to be hilarious elements inside of this movie. People think it's just going to be straight epic and straight serious. I don't think so. Especially the fact that we heard Jared Leto's laugh in the movie as well. Ah, ah, ah. We heard that too. So and we heard Martian Manhunter. We heard Martian Manhunter in one of those teasers. I think it was a Batman teaser, wasn't it? Yeah, Martian Manhunter was up in there. And Martha Kent said something that was very interesting. And we heard Martha Kent, we heard Jonathan Kent, right? We heard Martian Manhunter. We heard Darkseid. We heard Darkseid, man. Darkseid's voice sounds sick. You know what Darkseid remind me of? Darkseid's voice sounds like Darkseid in Apocalypse Now. Yeah, Apocalypse Now. He did. Sounds sick. Um, shit. Ah, man. And we don't know. There are other characters in this movie, clearly. And the fact that Zack Snyder even showed part of the ending scenes of like when Superman pulled Batman out of the place where Steppenwolf was. And then we saw, oh man, we saw so much stuff. Uh, we saw Superman when he's going in to get the black suit, right? And we see him come out of the. I can't believe. Look, man, just imagine if we had seen that Justice League, because we there's a good amount of Justice League now that's spoiled, right? I mean, all of those just huge stuff. I mean, there's plenty that's not spoiled, right? But the point is, there's a significant amount of Justice League that's spoiled, but nobody cares. We don't care. But just imagine if in 2017 we got that Justice League. Okay, clearly it wouldn't have had Joker in it. But you heard even Lex Luthor talk about, if you want to know where the Batman is. I'm just crazy. You know, the movie that we're about to see, and I just hope Zach doesn't reveal too much about it, so we can just go see it. Because coming down to, I don't expect it to be again a movie. I don't expect it to be a movie that's predictable. Like we're gonna have to be guessing what is this movie till we actually see it, and that's the cool part about it. I'm glad I know most of the movie's not spoiled. That's what I like about it. And some people are going to be trying to compare it to Justice League, which I don't really care to do. I'm not going into that movie to see. I'm going into that movie to be immersed into the story and to enjoy what I'm seeing and just be happy. Because I've let me say this. I enjoyed Batman v Superman, the theatrical cut, when I went in there. I was left it happy. I had a big smile on my face, in spite of the fact that Superman died. I enjoyed Man of Steel. I really did. I enjoyed Man of Steel. I enjoyed it to the extent that I went and see it 6 times, and then I had a copy of it. I got a pirated copy of Man of Steel, and then got rid of that, and then I actually went online and found one, and then after that I didn't have enough, and then I burnt a DVD of one, and then I never bought it though, which is sad because I should buy it. I need to buy that, and I need to buy. Well, I bought Batman v Superman via um, Google, whatever it's called, Google Plus, whatever. I bought that one, and it shows on YouTube. I think I still should be able to get it. And then now this unbelievable mecca of a film, I'm about to see it, and like you don't understand how fortunate we are to see this movie, and not just to see it, but it's just like how does words describe this? It's a huge film. It's 4 hours of film. Remember, we were going to get 3 hours and 30 minutes of film. That's what we were going to get. And now we're getting more film. Now we're getting a better product because there's more characters inside of the film. And if once you like Zack Snyder's style, it really doesn't matter. So you're already sold on it. The people who are not sold on this movie are probably people who are not Zack Snyder. They don't understand what he does or whatever. So they're probably the ones that are sold on it. And it really never was for them in that case. So it doesn't really matter. But for the people who are sold on Zack Snyder's style and sold on his product and his movies and stuff, this is like this is a treat upon treats. You know what I mean? So you know, I was talking on one of the platforms. I can't remember which one it was, and one of the people was talking about how they're so happy for Zack Snyder, and they're so they're so glad that he's getting his movie. Even though these were the people who were detractors, they changed their mind and they're not detractors anymore. But they just said, the Zack Snyder, cultists, these Zack Snyder cultists, the Zack Snyder fans, they've really been caustic. And he went to town, and so I responded to that video, and I was like, no, we're not caustic. And just because we call out the truth and we expose certain people doesn't make us caustic. And we've done so many things. We've raised money. We are a fan base that has done so many things that no other fan base has done. We are not caustic. I refuse to accept that. So when I said that, and I told another guy, don't apologize, some guy who I don't know if he's even a Zack Snyder fan or not, came in and tried to rebuke me. He tried to say, you're the reason why, people don't like the Snyder fandom. I've even heard some certain people say, that the Zack Snyder fandom, we're pretending we're gatekeepers or something, and that who should watch the film and who shouldn't watch the film. And I'm like, dude, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? We're not gatekeepers at all. We're just saying if you have a problem with Zack Snyder's stuff, and if you have a problem with Justice League that he's putting out, why are you watching it? Like, why would you watch something that we know why we're watching it? Because we want this film. We wanted this movie. We petitioned, we fought for it. I wasn't always there. I had to take care of my mom and so I didn't get to push all the way through. But I was one of the people who was pushing for it. And I initially was like, I wanted to get Snyder's cut, of course, but I was just saying, well, this is a compromise movie with Joss Whedon, but nonetheless, this was his thing. And then I realized it was, right? And so I was totally on board with everybody else. But the point is, at the end of the day, we fought for this movie. All of us who played a role, we fought for this movie. So hell yeah, we're gonna watch it. Hell yeah, we're gonna enjoy it. This is what we wanted. Now, for the people who did not want this movie and didn't want it to exist, and they're skeptical about Zack Snyder stuff, it wasn't made for you. You didn't fight for it, so it obviously wasn't made for you. Now, if you somehow go in there and you have a change of heart or change of opinion, well, great for you, and we're happy for you. But at the end of the day, it wasn't like you was fighting for it. We were fighting for it. In other words, what I'm trying to say is the days of the critics saying things about Zack Snyder's movies, or the days of people trying to sow some kind of doubt in Zack Snyder fans or something. I don't know what they're trying to do, or trying to demonize us. Those days are gone. They're over. And the reason they're over, and these people need to understand that this is over. You're lost and it's over. Is because obviously there's a substantial amount of people who are Zack Snyder fans. And the fandom is only getting bigger and bigger because a lot of people are jumping on board with this thing and appreciating his movies. So it's already a lot. It's already the battle has already been won, and these people have already lost. They've already lost. Now, even though this is a live chat stream, you can also participate in the stream. You can leave your comments, chat up a storm. This is not a stream where you can jump on as a guest, obviously, but it is a stream where I'm just voicing my thoughts, but you guys can always voice your thoughts. I love to hear other people's thoughts on things. I don't care if I agree or disagree. Your involvement is always important. It's your point of view. I want you to be vocal, and just as I'm vocal, you can be vocal too. That's what I encourage people to do. I encourage people to talk. I encourage people to express themselves, because when you do that, you actually contribute to the community. I don't have to agree with you for you to express yourself, but you should always be free to express yourself, and you must express yourself. And whether I tell you you're wrong or not doesn't mean you should stop expressing yourself. Yeah. So you could tell Zack Snyder put his heart and soul into this movie, and that's so cool. Um, and it's building up to Justice League 2 and 3. You're telling me, we've been saying this for the longest while. Justice League is not a cul-de-sac. And Warner, what's the problem? Here's the problem. Obviously, Warner Brothers redid Justice League because they did not want to do 2 and 3, right? This is why we got the version that we got. And the version that we got was so terrible that people wouldn't want to get Justice League going. So, in a way, they sabotaged any chance of Justice League happening. This is why they were so confident that Justice League is a cul-de-sac, as they said. It's a cul-de-sac because Justice League was not supposed to see, Zack Snyder's Justice League was not supposed to see the light of day. It just wasn't supposed to. But it's seeing the light of day, and they're really, they know that if they get Justice League 2 and 3, people are going to ask for the Snyderverse to be brought into play. And I don't know why they are not wanting that to happen. It just never made sense to me, but they don't want it to happen. Okay, they've been trying their best to go the Marvel route. They've been trying their best to. I don't know if they're trying to get Disney to buy them out or what. I'm not quite sure, but they've been trying their damnness to not have the Snyder Cut in effect. That's the truth. They don't want Zack Snyder stuff going out there, but it's going out there, and it's going to be very successful. But we want it to be as successful as it possibly could be. And why not? That's what a movie's supposed to be. It's supposed to be as successful as it can be. And I'm not saying that I don't want people to see the movie, but I'm just saying I think it's better if people see the movie and have a positive thing to say about it than a host of the people see the movie and a lot of people I have negative comments to make about it, which is because it's just not their flavor of the month. You have to know what your taste in movies are, what your flavor of the month in movies are, and abide by that. For example, me, lots of people liked Infinity War. Lots of people liked what was it? Not Infinity War. What was it? Endgame, right? A lot of people like Endgame and Infinity War. I knew after Infinity War I didn't want to see no more, so I didn't even watch Endgame. That's not my taste in movies. I have to know what it is I like in movies and stick with that. And that's just not my thing. Comic book movies on a whole these days never really interest me, right? And that makes sense. So when Zack Snyder's Justice League is coming out, obviously I'm highly interested in this movie for several different reasons, right? I've been invested in this universe because Zack Snyder introduced me to this universe. I wasn't a hot up fan of Superman until Zack Snyder came through the scene. So I'm just saying. Anyways, back to what we were saying. So yeah, I mean, the teasers, the trailers, the pictures. There's a whole bunch of pictures now. Um, Lots of stuff to be excited about with this thing. I just couldn't. I can't keep up the speed with doing breakdowns and all those things. I really want to, but it's quite a lot. First of all, um, the breakdown with Batman with the Bat Tank. We see the full view with the Bat signal being broadcasted and Batman's in a Bat Tank, and he even has that chin thing, which is really cool. Um, what does that have to do with anything? I don't know. I still can't tell you. you know. So there's a lot about the movie, even the Superman bits where we seeing all those bullets and all those like a lot of machineries and machine guns and shit coming through, and Superman lands in the middle of that stuff when he's leaping, and it's just way different to what we saw in the theatrical cut. There's like a lot more stuff going on. It's much grander and a bigger scale and everything. So I don't know, man. Obviously, what happened between then and Superman getting the suit, or what happened when he went to the Kent farm, and how did he get to the Kent farm, and why is he with Lewis, and all of that stuff we'll find out soon enough. I mean, it's a lot to the story that we don't know, and it's 4 hours long. It has breathing room. It's not just going to be action, action, action. They're going to give you background to different characters and stuff. I can't wait to see the movie because I don't know really what's going to happen in it. I do know Marshall Manhunter is General Swanwick, and he's finally going to take a stand and decide what he's going to do and step out of the shadow. So we know Marshall Manhunter is going to be in this story, where in the story he is, and how that happens. I have no idea. There's a lot to this story we don't know. Um, so, gee, 4 hours of story, dude. That's that's a lot of story, right? That's like what is that? It's 240 minutes. Ah, man. Plus 240 plus minutes. It's crazy. It's insane, right? So I can't wait to see the movie. That's the only way. It's the only way we can really know what's going to go on. I can't wait to see the movie. And there's so many different players in this movie and stuff. I don't know how it's going to work out. We know that Deathstroke's going to be in this movie. Joker's going to be in this movie. Mira's gonna be in this movie. Aquaman's in this movie. Wonder Woman's in this movie, of course. Flash, Cyborg, Batman, Superman. But then there's a ton of other people who are going to be in this movie that we have not seen, right? Falco's in this movie. Iris West is in this movie. Uh, you know, we have Commissioner Gordon's in this movie. Uh, you know, Victor Stone's mom, dad, um, Martha Kent is in this movie. So there's a lot. Jonathan Kent's in this movie. I mean, there's a lot more to this. Deathstroke is in this movie. Lex Luthor's in this movie. You know, it's gonna be a very interesting thing. We got Granny Goodness, we got Desaad, we got Steppenwolf, Parademons, Amazons. I mean, there's a lot. Zeus, Ares. I mean, there's a lot to this movie than just what we're seeing. So, I mean, I'm excited for it. I'm excited for it. It can't come sooner, but first things first, keep on promoting the movie as much as I can to as many new people as I can. That's what I do. And also, I'm also looking to try and get a subscription to whatever service is necessary so I can get to see the movie. If I have to buy a television, I'll have to buy a television to see this movie, but I'm definitely going to try and get to see this movie. I don't know where I'm getting the income to do that, but something will work out and I'll get to see this movie. You know, what's another very interesting thing? Zack Snyder didn't get paid a dime to do all the work he's doing on this movie. This is a labor of love. And that's a labor of love to us, for himself, with his daughter. And it's just something that I think is so special. This is a special moment in time where people who are passionate, love, desire to do, to bring forth something nice, is doing that. And man, I can't tell you how happy and excited and grateful I am for that. And of course, we may have to support Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead on Netflix, but this is incredible. Obviously, Jason Keelar, he's not going to back down. He's going to make sure that if the Snyderverse has to come on HBO Max, that's what it's going to be. I can't wait for David Ayer's Suicide Squad as well to come out after this. But first, let's just deal with this at hand first. This first thing, and of course, Justice League 2 and 3. Maybe possibly a Batfleck movie in the future. Of course, Cyborg's movie is long overdue, and so we hope to see a Cyborg movie in the future very soon. It's nice that David F. David F. Sandberg, he said, this is not the Sandberg that you guys know for Shazam. But anyway, he's a comic book writer, and he did a run 2015, 2016 Cyborg, and that's Sandberg. He's supportive of Ray Fisher, and he's even talking about he's writing a screenplay for Ray Fisher, which is pretty cool. It's interesting just hearing him say that. Um, and it's just one of those things where I'm so excited about. I'm just excited all around how this thing has influenced a lot of people. Like I said before, there's a YouTube channel on here that with a bunch of really great, beautiful people who I think I put the link somewhere in the in the community section. If you guys haven't checked out that episode particularly, how helping out people, being there for people who have had certain domestic abuses done to them, and it's just like the Snyder Cut movement has become something so much more, and there's all kinds of things going on in the Snyder Cut movement. Like I was looking at one group of people they were dealing with reviewers, people who review movies, critics, on that same channel, I think it was. And it's just so exciting. And I just hope that we can link up some more in the Snyder Cut movement, even though the more binaural channels, and have people talk and just express themselves. And even especially after this movie is shown, maybe a month or two after it, that we have a whole bunch of people breaking down the movie and then talking about how, their movement in the Snyder Cut movement, or the journey in the Snyder Cut movement, how it kind of mirrors the movie itself, which would be pretty cool to talk about. Um, but I just think that, by and large, the excitement that I see for this movie makes me really happy. Makes me really happy, and the victory that we had, and on to greater and bigger and greater victories as well. But make sure, we are trying to make sure as much as we can possibly that this is not a one and done. That this leads to other things. So that's the hope. And we'll see how it goes. And hopefully COVID will roll over. We still got a lot of challenges. You see the very much far right Nazi like movement right now, in politics with the Republican Party. And it's scary as hell. I'm not going to lie to you. It's very scary thinking about it. But God's in control. So we'll see how God works this all out. And hopefully it's destroyed, and people can get a second chance of making the world a better place for everybody. Everything has balance, but I mean, come on now. So that's what I got to say for you guys. Again, whatever you do, do it with all your might. Don't do it half-hashedly. Do it fully. I'm gonna have to go eat something. But I'm wishing you guys a good night. God's blessings to each and every one of you guys. I am Christ. I am disciple. I'm gonna catch you guys later. Wrap this up right here. You guys have a peaceful night. I will be on Twitter. So if you guys want to check me out on Twitter, I'm on Facebook. You can check me out on Facebook. But I'm just very happy about how things are going with the Snyder Cut, and just seeing all these people, and so positive inside the movement, and everything's just great. And I hope that, like I said before, this movement goes onwards, not just for the Snyderverse, but beyond that, to other individual people and speaking. I know I failed the grade a number of times, and I talk more than I act sometimes. But I just want to see that happen. And it's a beautiful thing happening, and it's a very special thing that's happening. So I can't wait, just to share as much goodwill with each and every one of you guys as possible. You guys have a good night. Stay safe. God bless you all. Peace.